Hey guys, it's Easy, and today we're gonna talk about my October TBR, aka all of the books that I'll be reading in October. The thing is, there's a twist, cause I'll be doing a challenge starting tomorrow, which is the last Sunday of September, and it will reach, it's a whole week, so it will reach the first, Sunday of October. So if this challenge goes right, and I can't say anything else, but if this challenge goes right, then I'll have a lot of read books in October, which will be amazing because my reading goal, it's currently at 35, and last year I read 89 books, so I'm kind of missing out. I need to step up my game. So let's begin. I currently have all my essentials, including tea, so if you don't have a hot beverage in hand, please go get one, because it's a necessity at this point. I have tea because I drink way too much coffee and I need to stop. So yeah, if you're a drinker like me, bring your water, bring your tea, bring your coffee if you want, and let's get this show on the road. So the first book that I wanted to tell you guys about is The Housemaid's Secret by Freida McFadden, which is the second book from the Housemaid series, the first one being The Housemaid. And I am so freaking excited about this because the first book went out like a bang. It was amazing. I really liked it. I kind of saw a little bit of the plot twist coming, but it was really, really, really good. Okay, now, this one, we have the same main character whose name is Millie, and she's a housemaid, as you can imagine. And now she gets hired by a new family to go and be their housemaid and clean their house. The thing is, she's a live-in housemaid, so starting by that, that's already something that it's not very usual where I'm from, but she's a live-in housemaid, so she lives with the family that she takes care of, and basically, she's been hired by both the wife and the husband from the couple, but she's never actually seen the wife. She's just seen the husband. And that is pretty weird because there is a room in their house, which is the guest room, and she's never been inside that room. She hears the missus crying from inside of that room, and she is forbidden to go in there. And she sometimes sees blood on the clothes that she washes for the wife. So she wonders what is going on, and I think her whole life's gonna change once she realizes what's inside that guest bathroom. And mine too. So I'm really excited for this. I love Freida McFadden. Her thrillers are always really good, and her way of writing is really direct. It's so good. So if you're just starting with thrillers and mysteries, her ambiance is excellent, and I totally recommend her books. So yeah, I'm going to be reading this. Definitely, I've been saving this for October. Spooky season is the best season to read any kind of mystery or anything at all. So, second book I want to read is Normal People by Sally Rooney, and I will be doing a reread of this one. The first time I tried to read Normal People, I failed miserably. I don't think I got to the halfway point, and I sold the book. So I never saw it again because I never thought I was going to pick it up again. But this, first of all, it's Steph Bora's favorite book, and her taste is immaculate, so I thought, okay, maybe there's something wrong with me. And then I read Beautiful World, Where Are You? And I loved it, and it's from the same author. And I absolutely loved that book, and I thought maybe I just wasn't understanding the story, maybe it just wasn't the right time that I was picking it up. And this book, I don't know why, brings major fall vibes to me. So I am really excited to be reading this. It's about Connor and Marianne, and I think they know each other because I think it's Connor's... Oh, it's not Connor, it's Connell. Yeah, but Connell is the popular kid, Marianne is a loner at school, but one of their parents works for the other ones. I think it's Connell's mom is a housemaid for Marianne's family, I think that's it. And yeah, so they start, talking to each other outside of school, so, because Connell is really ashamed of being friends, or being seen even, with Marianne. And so they start being friends, and then their friendship blossoms into something more, but I think it's one of those right person, wrong time books where they keep circling each other and they keep going back to each other. So I hope they can find love in the end, actual love. But I know it's going to take a while and I'm going to get frustrated with the twists and turns that this book takes. But I think it's going to be worth it. I hope it's going to be worth it. I'm really anticipating rereading this and giving this book a second chance. So we'll see. The third book that I'll be picking up is Saving Six by Chloe Walsh. This summer I read Binding 13 and Keeping 13, and they follow the girl named Shannon and a boy named Johnny in Ireland, and he was a rugby player and she was the new girl at their high school. And it was a really great story. I absolutely loved it. It had a really amazing romance and dealt with very, very heavy topics of domestic violence and abuse, so it's not the lightest of books, but it was really good. And the thing about Shannon is that Shannon has an older brother named Joey. So Binding 13 and Keeping 13 were about Johnny and Shannon, and Saving Six and the other book that is Redeeming Six are about Joey and his girlfriend Aoife. At least I think it's called Aoife. Her name is written in a weird way, I'm gonna leave it here. But like, this book has a pronunciation guide for the names because it's Irish, and her name is read as Aoife. So I am really excited to read their story. In my perspective, we've seen a little bit from them like on the other books. They're amazing as a couple. They broke my heart at the end of Keeping 13, so I cannot wait. I'm going to see how they met because I'm so curious, and I hope that timelines also align with at least Keeping 13. So I am hoping to see a lot more of them and maybe Joey and Aoife's perspective from the events in Binding and Keeping 13. So yeah, I'm really excited for this one, and if you guys haven't read Binding and Keeping 13, please do because they're amazing. They're really, really good, and I don't know what I have to do to convince you guys, but they are incredible books. The next book that I want to read is the next three books you guys have already seen in the haul that I did on the last video. But the first book is Say You Swear by Megan Brandy, and this is an American football college romance. And I am really, really, really excited about this one. I've seen this book everywhere. Everyone says it's so freaking good. So I am really excited. I don't know why I associate college football with autumn and fall. I don't know why. Maybe it's just me. It's probably just me. But sports romance always hit different like after the September mark. And I don't know why that is. Like, it's the time where I usually pick up my hockey romances, my baseball romances, my rugby romances, and now my American football romances. And this one, I am just so excited for this. I've seen so many people recommending this like out there that I'm just really, really, really hoping this lives up to the hype, because otherwise I'm going to be so disappointed. So we're not even going to talk about that. But the back is super interesting. I'm going to read you the back because it's super short, but it's what made me buy the book. Because it says, "For years, I've dreamt of what college life could bring, and while some things change, there was always one constant. It didn't matter how wild I allowed my imagination to run, my future was clear, and he was it. Until suddenly, he wasn't. Now, there's a new man in my life who isn't afraid to go after what he wants, and what he wants is me." So I'm really excited about this. Seems like the sweetheart girl who had her whole life figured out until she got to college vibes. So, and then she met like the boy who turned her world upside down. So I'm really excited to read this because I know it's a cliche, but it always hits. That's why it's popular. So these are tropes that I'm really excited about. And then I'm going to be reading The Pumpkin Spice Cafe, obviously, because I am so freaking excited for this. I literally cannot wait to read this book. And it's Grumpy Sunshine. I think it's a little bit of a slow burn, and it has major Fall and Gilmore Girl vibes. She inherits a cafe in a small town, and he's basically a lumberjack. No, not a lumberjack, he's a farmer. And she starts disrupting his life as a big city girl in the new small town, and I love this. This is giving me also major Hallmark rom-com vibes, and my favorite movies to watch when winter starts coming are the Hallmark, like, Christmas movies, like the rom-coms. They're amazing. I know they're also cliche, but it's like my favorite season of like the whole year, and the movies, they always hit the spot. So I think this book, giving me all of these major vibes, will also hit the spot, hopefully, because I am dying to read this. I am dying to read like all of her other books, and they're also freaking cute. Like, the covers are amazing, and I can't wish for anything else, honestly. So, as I was saying before I got cut off because my camera was blinking and I still thought I had some battery left to go. I think that's good, okay. And then my camera died on me, which was not perfect. But the last book that I'll be reading, that it's on my TBR to complete this month, is When the Moon Hatched, Otherwise My Friend Would Have My Head. So I am really excited. This is the only fantasy book that I have in here that I want to be reading in fall. And as I've said in my previous video when I unhauled this, I think this is about an assassin who's in prison, and I think he is... what is he? He is a bounty hunter. And I don't know why they meet, but they do. So I am really excited. I don't know much into this. They don't tell me anything. Like, in the summary, in the back, they don't tell me much. I know this has dragons and that the writing is very lyrical. That's everything that I've gathered. My friend is crazy about this book. Her taste is always really good, so I am praying that I love this as much as her, otherwise I'm gonna be so disappointed. But yeah, these are... I hope this becomes a 5-star, because I think there's another one in this series coming soon. I don't know when, but I think there is. So yeah, anyways, I think I've talked enough. So if you guys are interested, I recommend you also read the same books as me, so we can talk about it, because that would be really fun. So yeah, these are the 6 books. I'm gonna turn this to you now, so you can get the titles that I'll be reading, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So yeah, good readings, and bye!